Dangerfield.
Alright there you bastards, been migrained off all day and yesterday evening. It's been awful, no streams, nothing. But now it's 3:30 in the morning, I thought, yeah. Here we go, Dragon's Den. A mate sent me this, I haven't seen it. He reckons it will be good. For the series, I've done 4 now, 3 have made it to YouTube, 1's on Odyssey, link in the description. But let's have a look at this. That is the longest I think I've ever heard that music. And that right there is my community guideline strike from Sony. Good lord. Crack on, mate. Oh, a flutter. Oh, a raise of the eyebrows there. Cheeky. James Caan enjoyed it. And still the music plays. Right, I'm dropping that out. I can't keep talking over it. Good lord. Perfetus giggles. Right. No. Peter Jones looks at his watch. Are we on yet?
Here's Jack.
Here we go.
Wow. Oh, the dragons. I can't believe I'm in front of the dragons for the first time ever.
Really creepy shit.
Well, I'm here on behalf of David Field, who's setting up a company called Virtual Puppet.
What? Virtual Puppet? You know, when you involve technology, you expect it to make the process easier. Well, he's taken the idea of a puppet that you put your hand up its arse, or you grab the wood and the strings, something like that. Some variation on puppetry. I don't really need to be that specific. And it works. This is a load of claptrap. Technology has made something worse. Virtual puppets, let's go.
And it uses technology, like the sort of technology you're seeing right here. Virtual.
It's rubbish. Did he make it on his ZX Spectrum? 16K.
Puppet is offering you 30% stake in the company for £200,000.
What's that make the company worth? 30%. What did he say? 200,000. About 650,000. Listen, this is the weird thing about Dragon's Den. So he's valued his company at about, well, maths isn't great, but it's about 630,000. To value a retail company, well, any company really, just short of $1 million, you've got to be turning over about 2.5–3 million, and only if you've got margins that are averaging in the sort of 60–70%. And that's quite a rare setup. And, you know, how many of those do you think he's sold? Seriously, how many of them do you think he's sold? I'm putting my money on none. None. It's ridiculous.
Virtual Puppet has an exclusive license to market this system.
Oh, okay, so he didn't even invent it, make it or anything. He's just licensed it from someone. It's exclusive. There's a difference between exclusive and no one else wanted.
With all the integral operating systems that make what you're seeing here possible.
Yeah, but for when? That's the question. When is this going to come in useful? Like, puppets should go to a school. You know, that's where puppets tend to be used. Or maybe in a street busking. Or maybe it's some upper class Japanese bodaki or something where, you know. But this isn't going to be any good. The kids are just going to look at it and just think, shit, man, worse than my Game Boy. Ridiculous. There's no use for this. There's no use. I don't get it.
Possible. To my left you have Ali Cord. He actually invented this system.
Well done.
And that's really it, actually.
Now, in fairness, I don't know when this was made. Maybe I should have had a look. There's nothing up there. I mean, this could be 15 years old, which doesn't look so bad. I mean, it's still got no purpose. You know, maybe you can make your mates laugh at it at home. You know, yeah, that's it. Or here.
That's about the long and short of it. Okay, thank you.
Got to break up the music. That little sinister green goblin from your nightmares.
Puppeteer David Field and motion capture specialist.
He's actually a puppeteer. I knew a puppeteer once. They're much like magicians. Really, really not pleasant people deep down. And on the surface, they're greasy and horrible as well.
Ali Cord needed two.
Admit it. If you found out that your daughter or your friend was going out with a puppeteer, you'd crack up. You'd just be like, okay, no, good on you. Nice one, puppeteer.
£200,000 investment to market their innovative system, which
Oh, come on, the music.
instantly animates cartoon characters. Weaving David's alter ego into the pitch has certainly grabbed the dragon's attention.
They were so bored. Absolutely nauseating performance.
But it's left Duncan Bannatyne frustrated as to what the business is actually about.
It's a fair question.
So you put these contraptions on yourself and you stand behind the screen and you become a cartoon character.
That's right, yeah.
Why?
It absolutely. I mean, what did I say? When? So, and it really is the when and the wheres and the whys with this nonsense. Why?
It's a new medium of communication.
Jones is given up. Imagine standing up in front of them with that ridiculous thing on, and you know. The sunlight of being in the dragon's den is killing everything you've all the lies and belief systems you've maintained to sort of think that this is going to get you out of your ridiculous life as a puppeteer. It's all just dissolving in front of him. And imagine looking at Jonesy while you're thinking all that, just thinking, oh, this is rotten. this is going on telly. Shocking.
Really. It's great fun. But
He's got a touch of the Morrissey about him, let's be honest. All the bad bits.
many people have tried to do it for years. It has been done, but
Many people have tried to do it. It has been done. The first statement was like a modifier of the second statement, which isn't a great, that's not a great way of pitching ideas.
computer processing power is only really now available on a mass market to make this affordable.
So it's affordable?
It is affordable.
Okay, what does it cost?
We're marketing this system for £20,000.
20 a piece. Your local puppeteer comes around your school. Hello, John. How's it going? It's probably going to be about £100 an hour. 20 grand, please. And you don't get someone to operate it. One of the teachers has to put that backbreaker on, that slightly sensual outfit, and then sit behind the wall. Go, hello, I'm just one puppet. There's not much of a story or anything. It's hardly Punch and Judy. 20 foul. Good Lord. I imagine their reaction is going to be quite much like mine.
That's very affordable, isn't it? What's it cost you before you sell it for £20,000?
10,400.
50%, less than a 50% profit. Value in his company at 630 foul. No. Especially when he ain't selling any.
So it costs you 10,000.
Already, that I'm not a chance.
You sell it for 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your customer?
Singular. Who's your customer?
Well, we're gearing it towards branding companies, experiential marketing companies.
What are they? What a branding company. All right, well, what are they going to do with it? I mean, look at modern branding. They put millions of pounds into adverts at the cinema and on the computer. You know, it's like, hello, Metal Mickey's advertising a new product. And how many people can see that little screen? Where's that going to be? Shopping centre? So you're going to get people who actually stop and look at it in a day, about 6 maybe a couple of kids who haven't got any money and aren't really a customer base. So how many would you need? A 24-hour pop, you'd need to put 10 of them in every town in England. Billion pound marketing strategy. No, absolute fail.
Exhibition organisers, people, high street or department stores.
But how many of these contraptions have you sold?
Well, we're just bringing it to market now.
Let me answer my own question.
That's none.
Okay.
And you tell me if I got it right. You sold none.
No, I've got book. We've got.
No, you sold none.
Okay, I've sold none, but I've.
Amazing!
Right.
That's so tight. Well, what a surprise! Look at him. Look at him. Look at the reality dawning, and how ironic that as the reality dawns on him, it's also dawning on his little green goblin nightmare alter ego. The actual object of his obsession is also realising that this is pathetic, a waste of time and money. How weird for that to happen. Continue, Robotai.
I've sold none, but it's not just the units. It's actually having characters. With this, it's a multiple.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. When you said this was affordable,
I don't even know what that means. It's not just units, it's also having characters. Sure.
Yeah.
and then you told me it was £20,000. I
Yeah.
assumed it was £20,000 and somebody could buy it and could do all the things with it. So now it's £20,000 plus you have to buy characters or something.
Upsell.
Absolutely.
I prefer
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's more than 20. Jesus.
looking at the character than you.
I'm listening to him.
Oh, how absolutely insulting. What an awful thing to say to someone while they're standing there.
Go.
We prefer him to you. You're not nice. You've got that puppeteer kind of queasy thing going on. Yeah. He's actually having an existential catastrophe. Good Lord. How where's this going?
Behind the screen.
That's exactly where it's going. Hang on, let's see that again.
I prefer looking at the character than you.
That is so tight. That is shocking.
I'm listening to him.
Go behind the screen.
Go on, get behind it, get out, come on, performing chimp, get behind the fucking screen.
do that.
and do it from behind the screen because I think it'd be probably more interesting.
Oh my God. Interesting, nice and vague. With those facial expressions, when he said more interesting, he was screaming at that bloke, "You're a pillar." Go on, let's see how much we can take the absolute piss out of you.
See
Okay.
if you can do the whole pitch behind the screen.
Oh my days, imagine actually doing it. Just say no, no. I understand this is entertainment, but I'm not the punchline. Let's just get on with it. Do you want to buy it or not? This is shocking. And he's doing it. Imagine his wife. That's all sealed up downstairs. That's never opening again. Shocking. Wife. I know, a bit generous, but
Do you really want me to do that?
Yeah.
Oh no, like the bullied kid at school. Oi, go on, John, stick your head in the paint. Do you really want me to do that? Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's hurt me now. I'm hurt by the things that people will do. Not the dragons, standard human, but he just done it. Ay. Mate put up no. If I was his mate, I said, "What are you doing? Don't be stupid." Although, I mean, look, if it was good, this would be a better way of doing it because it would be an amazing 3D kind of exciting hologram where they'd all be going, "Fucking hell, what's going on here?" But Frogger, having Frogger on the screen is not so good.
The dragons might be warming to David's gremlin,
No, giggling is absolute emasculation.
but they're struggling to grasp how a setup this expensive will ever secure significant sales.
Look at it, mean little thing.
If I buy this system for £20,000,
Yeah.
do I get a character with it for free?
You do, yeah. We design a character, yeah.
One character.
Yeah.
If I want more characters, how much?
It really depends on what you want. We've got...
If you really want this conversation to continue,
Yeah.
you're going to...
Poor bloke, absolute. They're like piranhas, and he's the injured, he's the lame human. And, you know, they're just experts at being better than you. That's what these people's lives are. That's what narcissistic, you know, CEOs are like. So they're just eating away at this bloke's integrity, his masculinity, his humanity.
I have to be very, very precise. We'd stop using all this, it depends.
Guys, I've got to come out because I really need to...
Oh, no. Well, I really need to use the toilet. Can I use the wee-wee room? Can I not do PE?
It
Just
really does
take-
depend on
No.
what character you want, though.
No, listen to me.
Yeah.
He done well to get out, though, and blend it into answering the question. Nice. Strategy. See? He wasn't beaten.
Just do averages, right?
Okay.
So we can all make...
£8,000.
Otherwise, we can't make a
£8,000 for another character. Fucking hell.
decision. So a character will cost £8,000-ish pounds.
Yeah.
So you're actually pricing your...
I mean, I'm no coder, but looking at that Goblin, if you've got that sort of motion sensor information coming into your computer, what's that about? A day's programming? An afternoon's? Could you do it while you're eating your breakfast?
stuff out the market.
But it goes down. The thing is, he's the first guy who's tried to make content. for this.
Hey. Who else does this, guys?
As a whole,
Yeah.
nobody.
Who's
My gaydar is absolutely on vibrato.
capable of doing it?
Really nobody, because all the other systems that do this mocap, they need a stationary triangulation system, which this is not. This, you can just wear it and go right.
We've all needed a stationary triangulation system at one point in our lives. Look at that still I managed to get there, like some comedy duo that never were. Puppeteer and the Goob.
Wherever.
Okay.
So
You're
us-
telling me nobody can duplicate your little movement sensors? Absolute rubbish. Right?
You idiots. And of course they're idiots. This is easy. This isn't an invention. It's a pitch, but you know, as he said, it was licensed. So yeah, I want to buy this off me. Want to give me a load of money for a bit of this business that doesn't exist. Think about it. They sold none. That's not a business. And they literally wanted 200 foul for 30% of nothing. Imagine.
Right, I'll do it myself.
Okay.
You've got no exclusivity
Hang on, did he say I'll do it myself? I'll make one myself.
movement sensors. Absolute rubbish. Right? I'll do it myself.
Okay.
He'll go into one of his Rymans and it'll be like a Rocky montage as he builds his own robot sensor machine. Maiden's none too impressed.
You've got no exclusivity of product. You might have that product, but not other products.
Okay, I accept that.
All you are is a selling agent, David.
Yeah.
And you
Even selling agent was generous. You're a salesman. You might as well be knocking on doors if you haven't already.
could be competing against 10 other selling agents in the market there. And on top of that, you want to take £200,000 of my children's inheritance.
Ah, not the Puppeteer's children's inheritance line. They can't have seen this show before, because if they had, they'd have heard that 20 times. I mean, it was quite a good line the first time, but it's becoming theatre from your end, Theo.
For 30% of nothing.
There you go. Exactly. There you go. That is actually a liberty. That it's a piss take, really. You'll be no.
I don't think it's nothing.
It's enjoyable. It's not a business opportunity.
It's enjoyable. I enjoyed it though.
For me, so you're not going to get my children's money.
Oh, twice in one episode.
Okay.
And I'm out.
Theo Puppeteer's
How do you think it's going, gentlemen?
Disagrees with the entrepreneur's claims, and it's pushed him away from any potential investment. Peter Jones can contain himself no longer.
I've got absolutely nothing to say, but that was a very long clip in these dangerous times of global blockings.
Either.
that Goblin thing's meant to be copying what he's doing, but look how it's taken on a life of its own. He's looking forward, but the Goblin has turned to his left, looking at him. You know, that little... Tonight, they'll be talking to each other, those two. It'll be the old precious. I guarantee it. Look, he hasn't turned his head. That thing has. Hating him. The object of his desire has come back to haunt him. It's like some modern Medea.
Why?
There you go. We've had why. We've had... Oh, hang on a minute. We've already had why. Come on. Isn't that what Ballantyne said? Why? I said when. Yeah, we've had why, Pedro.
Why?
Why?
Oh, we haven't had it with that amount of gusto, though. In fairness, why?
Why would it...
Actual giggles from Meaden is a good call.
Anybody...
We can see, we can sense deception, but we can also sense very easily sincerity. When you see someone laugh like that, always puts a smile on your face. But don't laugh. I did say smile. Don't laugh when alone. Send you mad, that will. If it isn't already a characteristic of a madness you already possess. Do not laugh alone. Laughing is a way of communicating to other people. Bear that in mind.
You want this?
Why? Because it's fantastic.
It's really less than average.
Who's going to spend £20,000 to have that in their house?
In their house! It's become a home entertainment system. Dad, please be the Goblin for reasons I can't imagine.
Companies spend so much more than that.
They do. It's true that companies do spend so much more than that, but not on that.
Can I ask you more specifically?
Yeah.
Tell me, who do you think is your biggest market? Who is going to be the biggest buyer of this product?
The tallest man in the world.
Do you mind if I turn the voice down while I
turn
just
it on.
Oh, do you mind? Can I take my jacket off before you give me a wedgie, please? Because I get awfully hot.
Well, in the first place, we're gearing it towards branding companies.
Branding companies again. I mean, I know what he means, but how do you get that wrong? Marketing agency? Marketing company? Marketing? Branding agency. It shows you just how far away he is from anything looking like a business.
Experiential marketing companies.
So, branding
companies.
What is a branding company?
There you go. Go on, son.
Branding company.
James Caan straight in with the obvious question, which I respect him for. Sometimes that's what you need.
Is someone who's defining what a company is in terms of how they're
Just say marketing.
seen by the
I
general
understand
public.
that. Now, what would a branding company do with this product?
Branding companies really need at the moment to jump into the 21st century. They need to bring their printed ideas to life.
Wow. I mean, again, this could be... I mean, in theory, since James Caan's on it, this could be going back 14, 15 years. I think there's like 15 series of this weirdness. So, you know. But, nonetheless, people have jumped into the 21st century a lot earlier and a lot better and a lot cheaper than that contraption.
They need to have interactive marketing systems that are just...
they do, you're right. It's called the internet. That thing you're wearing is not that. How the fuck do I interact with that Goblin? Just tap on the window and go, oi, can you send the bloke out? Because I suppose I'm going to need to sign some forms or something. It is absolutely only interactive for the bloke operating it, which is the salesman, and that's not what he wants. He wants, you know this, yeah? Let's go.
that come to life, basically.
Okay,
And this
I'm
is
still confused. So I'm a private equity house. I'm imagining I'm going to buy this.
Mm-hmm.
So my branding companies come to me. They recommended this. So how am I going to use this to promote my company?
There you go. That's on the same. That's me when I said where. How? At what point in your branding do you actually set this little rig up? That's the where, and that's the same question.
you could actually have a character that actually talks to the public, gets feedback, has fun with the public.
The public, again, it's literally talking about putting them up in the high street. Footfall of about a meal a day in a decent sized town. Actual people stop and look at it. -7.
I don't get it.
Okay.
he does get it, of course he does, but that's his way of saying this is so utterly ridiculous.
David's in trouble. He's failing to convince the remaining dragons that there's a lucrative market for the virtual.
Who wouldn't want to? What child wouldn't want to interact with that terrifying thing?
Puppet. Now, Duncan Bannatyne's curious about the puppeteer himself.
Are you on any sex offenders registers?
David, tell me about your life as a puppeteer.
Oh, that's dark. That is dark and unpleasant. That's like look at Duncan's face there. Look, oi mate, you're having this absolute nightmare up there. Watch me make it worse. That's that face. Tell me about your amazing life as a puppeteer, where you're probably earning about 30p a month. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Let's go.
I sell puppets on the street.
Oh no, he doesn't even use them. He sells them. But to sell them, of course, I bet he's got his hand up too. And I sell puppets in the street. I've never seen a street puppet seller ever. I've busked on the streets. I've played guitar on the streets. I've juggled on the streets. I've danced on the streets of London town. I've never seen that, but so he will have one on as part of the sales pitch. So as people are walking past, hello, you in the blue coat? Hello, you want to buy a puppet? She won't buy a puppet. Hello, you in the red trousers? They're a nice pair of red trousers. Ever thought about buying a puppet? And his soul just dies. But when he gets home, it gets to grow back again every night. So that every day of his life he has to suffer his soul dying for puppet eternity, puppeternity.
What kind of puppets?
I sell monkeys.
He looked so awkward when he said it. Let's have a look at that. Look at the immediate micro expression after he says I sell monkeys. He looks like a guilty schoolchild. His mum's going nuts at him again for something he hasn't done, probably something sexual. I found a picture of an half-naked woman in your bedroom. And he looks really... that is shame. Look at the shame as soon as he says monkeys. I don't know if I can actually bear it again.
I sell puppets on the street.
What kind of puppets?
I sell monkeys.
Yeah, I got it. Awful, look. Embarrassment, shame. I sell monkeys.
I sell birds. I sell marionettes. I sell all sorts of puppets.
My soul to Moloch.
Has he made a living?
I wouldn't say make a brilliant living.
But you get by?
Yeah, I get by.
Oh, God. Squalor is alive in tiny suburbia. Well, this is a sad story, isn't it? I hope you're enjoying it too.
And you think this is going to make you a fortune?
I think this is, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably taken whatever pittance you had and already spunked it. Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it.
I think this is a fantastic system.
It's shit. They're actually laughing, just outright laughing at a man who's standing in front of them. At him, his life, his belief.
It's not.
It's not.
I think you should continue, David, to sell puppets on the street.
Oh. You know what? I bet that bloke's only sort of 30, 35. Look at his face. Looks way older. Looks like he could be my old man.
I'm out.
Right, David Alley. I'm going to take you from the virtual world to the real world.
Okay.
Oh, good call, Pete. You're so good with words like that. Oh, they're still laughing. Release valve laughter, that hasn't done much. That hasn't done much. He give it to him on a plate, they ate it, and here we are, back to the absolute hiding.
Nice, quirky, fun.
Fun though, but again, even fun when? Who goes round someone's house and has a lovely evening and someone says, hey, let's get the motion sensor puppet out. How many characters have you got, Dave? Oh, just the one. They're £8,000 a time. Yeah, I've just got the one. Maybe we could work out how to swap them. No, you can't do that. They make it so you can't do that because they thought there'd be forums on the internet of people setting up trades. Yeah.
The issue
is it shit?
Is the fact that I don't think you're going to make money.
That is an issue in business.
So I question the whole application where I started before. Why? And that's why I won't invest in you today.
Okay.
And I'm
a little bit cryptic, to be honest with you there, from Jones alone. I wasn't quite sure what he was getting at with his crazy wordplay.
out.
Feel free to go back and listen to that. He doesn't actually say anything. He always does things like that.
The duo's pitch is crumbling. Only 2 dragons now.
Keep cutting to him. I bet they had to pay him thousands to get him to do the appropriate expressions for their little lock-offs to the Goblin.
Stand between them and expulsion from the den.
Expulsion.
Will James Caan throw them the lifeline they so
100% no. No one's giving these fools any money.
badly need?
The only thing I've come up with in my mind is 2 observations. One is, I'm having a kiddies party, I've got 20 kids in a room, got a plasma, and your puppet can talk to the kids.
Yeah, a much higher cost and more hassle than a puppeteer, of which I'm guessing there's quite a few looking for work. I can put you onto one for sure.
Well, no one's going to blow 20 grand.
They call him robot hands.
And on a kids party with an interactive puppet, or you're going to have a plasma...
20 grand for your kids' party. I've told you when I used to do magic tricks at kids' parties. Shocking. I don't know if I have. I might make a video, put them all together. I was hired by my mate's auntie. She used to put on parties for rich kids whose parents couldn't be asked to make all the food and the cakes and all the decorations and sometimes the presents. So they'd just pay a party organiser. And she hired me, weirdly, and a mate who had puppets and me to do magic tricks. And I was shit. I was so shit. I hated it as well. And there were some real nightmares. One girl was so spoiled and bitchy. She was only like 6. I don't like to beat on 6-year-olds, but she was an horrible little bastard. And no one came to her party. The mother had spent, ironically, about 24 hours on this party. And there was like bouncy castles in the back garden. There was like a ball pool, magician. That's probably where most of the funds went. But no one came. It was the grandmother, the mother, no man in the house. The grandmother, the mother, and the horrible little kid. And they still made me perform. Just looked at me while I was going, look how the water changes colour as I pour it in this tiny little hole at the far right of this glass to activate the dried food colouring that you can't see at the bottom. Oh, the clear water's gone blue. Only 4 more of them to get through, girls. At least they're different colours. Yellow. 6 minutes later, red. Yep. Note to self, magic party, pandemonium. Speak, Mr. Caan.
In a reception where the puppet it talks to people, I can't see where somebody would pay £20,000 to £30,000, including the 8,000 add-on for the character. So I think it is not a business viable proposition. For that reason, I'm out.
He should have. That was a lot of words for very little meaning. That's not the class and decorum I expect from Mr. Caan.
Four dragons out. It's all but over for David and Ali. But Deborah Meaden
looks like she's about to faint.
Still wants some answers.
She's got a bit of the Pelosi about her. A couple of the liquid lunches about her. Ali hasn't really said much, has he? He hasn't been great. I think he quite liked the dairy being on his mate anyway. He's kept out of it and just said, you take it all. Sometimes the wiser move.
Only one place you would see one of those being put.
In the high street, in
There you go, the fucking high street. Ridiculous. I mean, maybe in 1940, maybe crowds would have come from miles around to see the magic picture box. But, you know, anywhere after 1950, no one's looking at your fucking digital puppet in the street.
If I was trying to get national brand recognition, how
There
many
you
high
go.
streets would I have to be in with that character interacting to make
All of them. The whole country.
a difference?
Well, I don't think it would work like that exactly.
No, it wouldn't, because no one's got 100 billion to sort that out.
Like that, because I could see, you know.
So how many? Would it be quite a lot?
What you must understand as well.
You see, you are guessing the answer, and you're trying to avoid answering the question because the question answers your issue.
What you must understand, he tried. It's a cracking answer. He should have just stuck with that.
Where would this actually be applied?
There you go. Where? It was my first question, and hopefully it's the last question of the show. Where? Where is this going to work? Nowhere. Not even in his best dreams.
we can apply it in. The applications are really quite enormous.
And you can't name one, son.
Just give me one.
There you go.
Advertising.
No, where?
Brand company.
Where do you actually see
Yeah, there you go. I've wanted to know this for a while now.
one of those sitting and making a substantial effect on brand?
Okay, well, we've got one booking at the moment.
It's not an answer to that question. That is not. Where? We've got a booking.
It's to create a digital character that welcomes all
The little thing's nibbling it away, looking like it's about to chiv you.
the people into a big photographic imaging seminar.
That's cute.
To
That's
the
great.
character.
That's great.
What? He's got a booking from a photographic company seminar. Okay.
That's lovely. That is not a big market.
How many photographic seminars do you think there are annually, actually, Meaden? It could be, in England, it could be 7, 8. Add that all up and all the extra characters, £300,000.
Do you know, I almost don't want to be critical because this is fun and this is great, but it's one of...
But they keep saying it's fun, and it isn't even that. It was funny watching him being broken to pieces, but it's not fun. It's rubbish. Who would ever want... Imagine you're down the boozer, a few mates, some nice birds, lovely time. And then someone says, oi, should we go and play pool? And someone says, no. Let's get the digital gremlin out. And the old pub's like, yay! Out it comes. Go on, Fat John, get behind the thing. Go on, put it on. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Everyone's gone outside for a snout by this point. He's there. Hello. No, it's not fun. I think in their hearts they know they've been quite mean to that now broken and traumatized PTSD victim in front of them. So that's why they've all dropped in. You know, it's fun. It ain't even fun. It's annoying.
One of those things you look at and you can have a bit of a laugh at and think, oh, that's different.
That's different. What so? I was going to tell you a little story about difference. Go.
But it's not a business.
It's not a business. Oh dear. He's got older since he's been there. Since he's been in the den, I think each minute has been like a month.
You don't think it's business?
No, I don't. I'm afraid there's just not enough in it. So I'm out.
You're right.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, I thought you said you're right. He didn't. He hasn't admitted it to himself yet. That'll be on the bus home when he deflates as with his business like a cheap blow-up doll. Oh, and it's all over. Well, there you go. I hope you can see this because I put a lot of work into it. And if you think it's my migraine medication that's making me a little bit off the wall tonight, it ain't. It's just cigarettes. Ta-da!
Sweet sweet, sweet,